What is up, guys? This is Chris from High Impact Audio, and I am doing something a little bit different than we usually do. I am usually a high-gain electric guitar player, but I'm here with Peter of Furch Guitars, and they have a 7-string acoustic guitar, so I had to get my hands on it. How are you doing today, Peter?
Yeah, good. How are you?
Very good, very good. Hey, thank you so much for being here. We are just hanging out here at 42 Gear Street 6, having a good old time, hanging out in Henning's pool and everything, and just enjoying some nice gear and some nice sun rays. Yes. So really quick, before I really get into this guitar, would you mind telling me, because I don't see a lot of 7-string acoustic guitars out there, what was the idea behind creating this one?
Well, to be honest, I have a friend who's playing our guitars for a long time. Name is Adrian Bellew, and he's a fingerstyle player, and he was chasing me for a couple of years, maybe, for a 7-string. So at some point I said, well, yeah, I have some time which I can spend on engineering, so let's just put it together.
Yeah. No, this is
it's
awesome.
A true story, actually.
No, you're good. Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, this is absolutely awesome. As soon as I heard, I'm typically a 7-string player, so I was like, 7-string acoustic? Hell yeah, let's check. So I'm just gonna kind of play a little bit on it, and let's see some of the sounds that we're getting out of it. It's really nice and clean sounding. This sounds awesome. The resonance throughout the body sounds absolutely awesome. What are some of the specs on this guy?
So okay, we are talking about right now about Sitka spruce top, Indian rosewood back and sides, ebony, African ebony fingerboard.
Nice.
So I think the cool thing, and maybe one thing you noticed, you say it's the resonance, and so we are working with our guitars, so we actually voice individually every top on every single guitar. We have a small serial production. We produce about 9 tons on guitar, so it's not small, it's not too big, but we have actually developed the process how for all our guitars we can individually voice the top, so we get as much performance as we can at this point out of every top. So that's what's there on this guitar,
Yeah, I definitely recognize the resonance kind of going through it. It feels very full when I'm playing it, and that's what I really want out of an acoustic. Whenever I play acoustics, I like to use it in my songs where it is very ambiotic, kind of it fills a void in there. If it sounds full, it really sits in nicely because I like to use the textures and everything of the acoustic guitar in my music. Yeah, it so far it's sounding awesome. I'm gonna play my kind of usual thing here really quick and just test out some of those upper strings. Yeah, it sparkles. It has a good sparkle range in there, and it just overall it's really comfortable to play too. What kind of profile on the neck do you guys have?
We're using some like a standard profile for us. We call it soft V, and it's sort of like a hybrid between like a D shape, which is very kind of like a round, and between the V shape. So it's a combination up to some degree. It's a combination of these two.
That is awesome. Yeah, it's super comfortable to play. It doesn't feel too much like a baseball bat or anything like some guitars do.
Oh yeah, definitely. I it's a steel string acoustic. It must be comfortable, especially if you are coming from electric. You need something which is gonna kind of like feel okay with it.
Yeah, so something I can kind of move around on. I don't have to put my whole hand around it and everything like that. But it definitely does the thing. I have a good friend, and one of his favorite sayings is, it tickles the tism. Okay. So it definitely tickles the tism for sure on it. This thing is absolutely awesome. as long as I can play the parts right, it will sound awesome. Absolutely awesome. This is absolutely amazing. And it is a gorgeous guitar. I love the little abalone. Is it abalone right in there?
Yeah, that's right.
That is absolutely beautiful. I am loving it. And there's a little bit of a kind of a pick guard that right in here, so you're not going to scratch up the body and everything.
Yeah, sure. We put pick guards. So basically, 7-string is basically we call it modification. So you can modify some of our ranges to 7-string. So you are looking right now at the yellow series, which is basically it sits somewhere in the mid range of our guitars. So we of course have a yellow series 6-string version. That's a sort of like a default model.
Yeah.
And you can modify to 7-string. We do the same thing with 12-string, for example.
Oh,
so
you
can have it like with yellow series in 12-string. It's 7-string.
Oh, nice.
So that one, this is the price range, probably like a €2,500. But when you can also go for a 7-string in the lower range, like a blue series, still all solid instrument, because all our guitars are actually all solid. Still has the voicing of the top. The finish is more like more simple, more natural, because it comes with a satin finish.
Yes.
But it's that price range is about like a 1,600, and you can modify that into the 7-string.
Awesome.
That's kind of like a approach we took. So because there are different price ranges, different tastes of different musicians, right?
Yes.
So yeah, you can have your first 7-string. In a different versions.
That is amazing. That is really, really cool. Well, Peter, thank you so much for coming by, talking with me a little bit about this. I know this is something that is very different from what I usually do. I don't cover a lot of acoustic guitars, but I was just really excited to get in here when I heard there was the 7-string and everything. I just had to kind of get my hands on it. But by the way, if you guys are wanting to check out Furch Guitars, I will have the link down in the description below. And all of the audio that you're going to be hearing today is captured by the AEA R88. It is a stereo ribbon microphone, and I am super excited to be using it for this video. And coming in from 42 Gear Street 6, this is High Impact Audio. My name is Chris, and this is Peter. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you for watching.